Okay, hello YouTube. Welcome back to another of these. It's another subscriber craft showcase. Today we've got Heisemaster.
Hello.
We've got Doc, who is as usual silent, but is talking to us in chat. And we've got Mechastopheles.
Oh.
We might well have a cringe showing up later as well. I do not know. I think he's now got class again, so I don't know if we'll actually see him or not. So, we're basically continuing on with some of the ones I didn't get to last time. Because Krauser's ship was very cool, but it was also very big, and it took a very long time to load and to actually look around. So, let's start with the VFA 210 Anterias. Which hopefully shouldn't take as long to load. So, immediate thoughts. It kind of looks a little bit like a Grey Talons craft.
Really? Does it?
I think.
And your York colors.
I mean,
for sure.
A little bit. Yeah, not 100%. I believe it's yellow and blue normally, but yeah, just something about the shape of it and the fact obviously it's like a flying airship. It's got a little bit of the ram on the front, as well as an actual ram on the front. So yeah, what are we looking at? We've got some chrome cannons with high explosive. Is that high explosive? Oh, high explosive hardener.
Yeah.
APHE. We've got a bunch of little broadside guns. Oh, I do like these. I like these sort of casemated turrets. These are very nice. Give angle limiting. I know that's a pain. Oh no, we've got the underside bridge, which if my watchings of Yamato are anything to go by, will be the first thing to go. That poor underside bridge is always taking hits. We've got some secondaries that are turreted. They flat secondaries. Seawish turret, I'm assuming?
Yep, that is a Seabus.
Firing some Tracer, HE... Oh! That's it.
No, that's the wrong shell.
Is it the wrong one? Ah, which is the... Oh, flathead?
No, it's the armor piercing, the highlighted one.
Oh. Is that what opened? No, it wasn't. That was weird. I thought that was one I clicked on. AP flak, time fuse, tracer. Very nice. Should be nice and accurate. Yeah, I mean, looks-wise, it's great. I love the sort of tower look. Again, brings me those old Grey Talon vibes. Looks a little bit like... the other thing it reminded me of is a bit like an old Grey Talon's Warhorse. It's a craft I very much like.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I don't think it looks like that now, but... Yeah. We have at least a cabin. As I say, do we have a bit of an interior? We do have a little bit of one. Interior container? Oh god, haven't seen that model for a while. Old fuel processor. Some cameras, bulkhead doors. Hey, look at that. A little observation deck. Very nice. I guess we should...
Is, by the way, right above the intake for the main lift engine.
Ah. Lovely safe place to stand. Oh yeah. Oh, is that a fake set of panels? Are they just echoed then?
Yes, it's just deco.
That's a cute way to hide that. I like that. Yeah, and then we've got the main. That's the main engine lifting it. Ah, I see. Yes, we've got two main lift engines. Yeah, quite light on the thrusters. It looks like, at least the lift thrusters. I'm guessing those two are quite powerful.
They are powerful, but the roll and pitch thrusters also can take over a portion of the lifting.
Gotcha. I guess we need an air target, right?
You can also use ground targets. It was actually designed to primarily engage ground targets.
Okay, so let's load in some medium-sized thing. Let's say it's doing a raid. Let's have some walruses. He's raiding the supply lines. Yeah, it's in the Seawiz and it's got lambs. A little bit lag generation. Crams look like they got a good hit.
Oh, something that wasn't quite obvious. It also has ring shields.
Ah, okay. So, high arm won't deflect things, but high armor. Do we know what they do with the new plasma yet? Because the plasma stuff sort of scales off armor or something, right?
I don't think ring shields are really going to do much against plasma.
fair enough.
Just because, you know, even stacked heavy armor plus ring shields can get up to 80 armor, but plasma has 100 AP by default.
Ah, so it just melts it. Nice. Yeah, I think a good start. I do like this. I'll change back to my normal fleet colours as well. So using, I think, the ATD fleet. Yeah. Alright, very nice. Let's see what's next. This is, oh. Forget I can't see the name. Ahmad's, what do you call it?
There
Camel.
should be another airship from me that I sent in before this.
Oh, is there one that we haven't seen yet?
If I haven't.
I had a note written that we'd finished up on the shark, and that was the first thing after the shark.
No, the Andoria was next.
Yeah, okay, so that is right. If there is meant to be another airship, if it doesn't come up later, feel free to throw it in chat, and we can have a look at it in the next one.
Yeah, sure.
So, from Ahmad, we have two craft. First of all, we have the Camel Logistic Truck. I mean, oh, it's another one from that custom campaign. I recognise that Sabertooth logo.
It's very adorable.
It is. Yeah, Zamka. Is that like a spoof off of a real like truck company? Isn't there a Russian one called something like that? Vizzy? Oh, he's clonked his bumper. Oh, hello, Cringe. Don't know whether Cringe can actually join us in chat. He says howdy. Oh, we've got a truck in the back. Oh, I do like that. The container just in the back there. Or two containers. TSVD. Yeah, the suspension looks like it could... Back in US history. Ah, yes, he's in school again. Yeah, looks like it could handle some quite big bumps, but this bumper is a little low to the ground. It keeps clipping it on the floor. That said, it seems pretty speedy, which is good for a logistics vehicle. You don't want to be waiting around. We have a... That's a little bed. We have a tiny bit of an interior. I like the spotlights. Radar dish and everything. Is that functional detection? Nope, I think that's just aesthetic. Yeah. So, can't provide support duty. I guess this is purely a thing. Some Cringe's truck won't you want to make my own? Yeah, well, again, the civilian stuff's fun occasionally. Yeah, I think not too much to say on this one, really. It's a nice looking little supply truck. It holds 113,000 materials, which is pretty decent. You could build some fairly decent craft out of that, or 1/3 of a sky ray. Very cute. Don't really even need to combat test that one because, well, it doesn't have any weapons on it. Next up, for another one that doesn't, we have a Larder, and I think this might just actually be the car. If anything, it looks a little sportier. This almost looks like a Humvee. I assume this is meant to be just the little like passenger car. I see the windows are a little on the dark side, but that's my fleet colour's fault. Yeah, this appears to be the Russian family car. The most I know about these was that they were very prone to rusting. Because the Russians at the time did not use very good steel at all. They didn't. I think they used to use a lot of scrap steel and then not refine it very well. So the rust just kind of cycled back around and got worse again. From my vague memory of this. I feel like I don't have much to say on this one. It's a car. It is cute. It does look a little bit like a Humvee. I'm guessing that's the right shape. But, yeah. Looks a lot less rusty than what I'm told about the real ones. I think, slightly, well, I suppose not really obscure. If any of you guys have seen Cars 2, I'm pretty sure this is what the, one of the, like, common ones that the, like, bad guys in that were, like, based on. When they're talking about, like, the lemon cars that are, like, terrible, I'm pretty sure the Larder is, like, a famous real-world one of those. Also, hello, Mew. Get into the chat there. Next up, we have one from Krauser. It's a little bit smaller than New Jetties 3 feet off from Cars. Oh, yeah. It's kind of like a weird thing with that. It brings to my mind like the weird stuff in like Thomas the Tank Engine with like the diesels taking over, and there's like this weird sort of vibe with it. But to stay somewhat on track, Krauser made a fish.
It does not have a chair.
Yeah, it does not have a chair, as it turns out. I mean, look at him. Look at this thing. He's so cute. It's a fish. It swims around like a real fish. I'm guessing this is an evolution of the shark technology, now miniaturized. Is the fish armed? I can't test the weapons without spawning stuff. I see it as a ram. So at the very least, it could try and eat you. Only armed with spikes. Ah. Let's load in Marauder. Go. Kill. Dun, 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 dun. Its swimming path might be a little meandering. How does the tail work? Is the tail the rudder? Is it meant to like move erratically like this? Yes. Okay. Interesting. Its AI does seem a little drunk, but I imagine this does make it quite evasive, especially in large numbers. Yes. Yeah. He is working his way over there. A little lopsided.
Chunky fish.
Yeah. I don't know what this would... I don't know what a real-world equivalent of this would be. It's got almost a little bit of a whale-shaped body. Maybe a little bit like an orca. Oh. Woo! I mean, piranhas are kind of round-looking. They're kind of like a disc. But I guess it's not too far off. Looks like he's having fun there. Yeah, am I remembering correctly from what you showed of one of the other ones we've got later? These things are like mostly rubber underneath the deco. Is that right?
You can just like control P it and you can see what's underneath it.
Ah.
Shift P.
Oh, Shift P. Oh, yeah. The anatomy of a fish. I see. Yeah, I mean, it's adorable. It was literally like throwing that Marauder around. I was going to die looking at that. Oh, God, yeah, the internals. Yeah, what was there was a server someone was saying about where they were like getting really mad about the deco, wasn't there? They're really going to not like this. I don't care. I like them. Let's load in a few more fish. It's 7 of them. Oh, one more then. Now, I believe you said on the server these are for a custom adventure mode, right?
Oh God!
Woo! They're going for it. Yes. These genuinely might not even be bad. Like, if your ship doesn't have torpedoes, like you're gonna like struggle to take out all of them, especially with the way they move. They're what, 6,000 each?
If your ship's too lightweight, you're gonna get flipped over.
Yeah, you're gonna get literally like thrown about. Look at them go! I remember one custom campaign that had like a crab-themed faction. This is like the fish equivalent, I think. Prince forgot his harpy. Oh dear. Crab. Yeah, I think it was... Oh, I can't think of what it was called. It was one of the ones I considered. Helios, yes. That's the one. I don't know if Helios is still being worked on. I have a feeling it was a bit out of date. Yeah, because I have a feeling I considered it for the custom campaign playthrough. Being worked on. Okay, so it's not abandoned yet. But slowly, yeah, that checks out. The custom campaigns are it's just like one guy. Oh dear. Yeah, he's done well to get it as far as he has then. Yeah, I mean, I should move on because we have lots of craft to go over, but I do like watching these. Tell you what, we'll load in the next one while the fish play with that.
While the fish play with it. Oh God.
Yeah. So Mecha has given us the Hellfire. It is the cruiser. Apparently first plasma project.
Yep.
I'm not going to disable the weapons. I'm going to let them help. I'm going to let this one help. Oh my God.
I named it that for a reason.
Yeah.
Also, it's kind of heavy. It has a lot of heavy armor in it.
Screams and plasma. So yeah, for those of you who haven't seen plasma in action, yeah, it's mean. But yeah, let's get a proper look at this thing. So, of course, we have the new plasma gun. So I see you've gone for the double one.
Yep. These are all dual-purpose turrets.
Yes, for those who haven't seen, there's 3 like nozzles for plasma. There's the sort of sniper barrel. There's the shotgun barrel, effectively, and the splitter barrel. So we've got what, 3 of these turrets? No, 4 of these main guns, which I'd actually set up for rapid fire.
Mm-hmm.
Steal this man's settings. Animation. No energy for cooling. So do these overheat after a while, or do they just have enough passive
They
cooling?
get up to about 600 degrees C, 650, and just sit there.
Okay, so there's enough passive or whatever to...
Yeah, remember, the cooling gets better the hotter it gets.
Okay, it sort of like levels out. Oh, Cringe's Discord has failed.
Restarting Discord.
Oh, you've actually got those on 8-way symmetry. Actual functional. That's kind of cool. I guess it is an invisible spin block or something, or connected to this thing.
Yes, they're connected to that.
Oh, and the radars are connected as well, even though they're an angle. Very nice. All of the spin block clipping. Or just spin blocks. Nice lights, radar masks and everything. Although those are actually aesthetic.
Those are decorative.
Oh, what is this thing? Is this one of the modules get remodeled?
Yeah, that's the new model for the passive radar.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, because I know they've redone a lot of it. Yeah, very nice. It looks nice. It's doing 14 on the turn, so it's reasonably speedy.
Yeah, it gets up to like 24.
Oh, Heismaster's restarting as well.
In a straight line. And this one does have a bit of an interior.
Oh, okay. Let's have a little look around then. Oh, it's cameras. Oh, that's cool. I thought it was that two-sided glass thing. Yeah. Oh, you've got nearly a full 360 look around.
Yep.
That's something more people could use. Actually, I like that. Is this my fault? Is this showing everyone other people's interiors? Everyone's getting ideas. Gmodism dies on the inside.
Yeah, a little bit of an armored conning tower.
I do not know who Gmodism is, but I will take your word for that. The name sounds familiar, but it's just the side.
Yeah, he's one of the bigger YouTubers.
Oh, gotcha. Got some storage and such, some decoration. It's a bit in my planes too. Ah, okay. Got a little... there's an upwards bit. Okay, so I guess this is like a storage room. These various containers and things.
Yeah.
Got to get the detection. Oh no! Oh, cringe. I hate my life. Oh dear. Just the... No, this is something else. Oh, so it's like a... Is this a retar? Like, no.
And
No,
the actual upper bridge.
Ah! Wait, where were we before? I thought we were in the upper bridge.
Nope.
There's like an armoured citadel inside here. Ah!
Yep. Modern conning tower.
Gotcha. Okay.
A little bit of spin clipping involved, but, I mean, it's not protecting anything important.
You called my dreadnought a printer. Why? That's so mean. Spawn in a quick crossbones to test the plasma against. 8 hours for nothing. Oh, yeah.
It will reliably kill the crossbows.
It doesn't mean it's me. Oh, fair enough. Yeah,
does it, the plasma ship?
It's like 340k.
Nice.
They're fairly reliably smashing bits off there. Is this again? It's
yeah,
range
the crossbones, Crams get Sea-Wiz. It's doing that much it can do.
Yeah, it's just I'm noticing the shots evaporate.
Yeah, against anything that's not ram-based or missile-based, I don't expect a lot out of it, but up through the Onyx Watch, it's just going to shred things.
Yeah, very nice. So, next up, we have another Harpy. Cringe's baby has evolved again. What have you done with it this time, Cringe? This is the Mark 7, and I can't find him. There we go. Oh my god. There's so many vehicles. Oh, actually, KAAF. Mark 7 retrofit? No, Mark 7M. I'll load it in anyway. It's a little... This is a little sleeker looking than normal, actually. This looks like it looks like it's had some redesigns. Is this like a modern version, or is this the version based on the game version? Actually, no, I don't think it is, because the game version doesn't have the roof turret.
But he turned Kevin loose on it.
Oh, okay.
What he says.
Oh, so this is like... The other difference is he is fantastic at building. I think that's probably a good way to describe Kevin. It's meta now. Oh, I see. Okay, so this is like a super strong version of the Harpy. It's still got the turret with the multiple barrels on it. I know some fins on the turret as well now. Looks like... Is that railgun internals? Nope.
It's APS internals.
The Phantom Mount. Oh, so it's got like a docking port for one. It's still got the counterweight. Rear turret. Some kind of minigun seawers. Back seawers shell. Solid and heavy, so it's just solid shot seawers. Rear detection mount thing. Processing rate reduced to 99.999999. God, that almost feels like a troll having it on that, not perfect. So the silhouette to stay the same. Fair enough, I mean, that's the point of it. I like
Still largely looks like a Harpy.
Spawning a Marauder. Sure. Feeling this Marauder's about to get mauled. Oh, that's his shield. Ooh! Hot packs a laser, okay. What's the magic happen yet? Oh, a lot of EMP. A lot of tracer fire. That seems to be something I noticed with Kevin. He likes his tracers there.
Tracers look
I mean,
pretty.
the accuracy is in parallel.
Yes, it does look like it's hitting fairly reliably in about the same spot. Despite moving quite quickly. Yeah, I suppose it's an aircraft, right? So they have the... When they're moving fast, they have the penalty for accuracy. Yeah, it's pretty... It's actually... one of the almost DWG airships at the top. And I was going to say, it's kind of interesting because it doesn't actually seem to be doing enormous amounts of damage, but it is firing a lot of shots very accurately. So I suppose it probably would be quite good against other aircraft. It's all solid shot. Yeah, I suppose that's not always necessarily the best type against the deep water guard anyway. Going to go all the wood, some of them will just punch straight through. It's nice though, again, it has
pretty good health.
What's happened to the engines? Actually, that's a good question. What has happened to the engines? And in fact, the grey talons. Oh, okay. Okay. They're here? Okay, so they're hidden there.
Okay.
That's the exhaust nozzle. Interesting. I feel like I'd have just left that open. I feel like I wouldn't have decoed that shut. And have, like, made that visibly a nozzle, but fair enough. Panels were all stripped and remade. Yeah, I could imagine them doing that if they want to make it meta. Let's spawn in the quick Grey Talons airship and then move on. Like I said about the Warlord earlier. I guess we'll try the Warbird instead. Nothing there. Oh. Yes, definitely. If someone said small chaos warship, I could believe it. Looking at that.
Haven't tested it against Grey Talons, but
it's built to fight them. Well, there you go. You get a bit of first-hand testing footage. I would say you're winning at the moment. In fact, it had just died, so I would say you were definitely winning at the moment. Yay! Yeah, I think that'll look like it EMP'd something out. The decoys are still firing, interestingly enough, but the AI is dead. Chaos is, ironically enough, Chaos is cringe, and has been killed by cringe. Alright, next up on the list, there's a big gap between this and the last one. Mew has got a couple. We have, first of all, the D15 Marine. Marine? Interesting. Mew.
Translate is a fun thing sometimes.
Yeah, was it meant to be Ultramarine? Or...
Marine, Ultramarine, something.
I don't know whether that's the word I don't know, or... Well, it's got his looks immediately. It's got the colours, and I guess they actually decorate them with set colours baked into the ship rather than fleet colours, but that's fine. Does make it easier to see what it was supposed to look like deco-wise. I still custom fleet symbol. I don't remember seeing this on their ships before. Is that decoed? It is. Actually, is that multiple deck? It is multiple decos. Okay, I was going to say, is that one symbol? Very nice. It's almost blended perfectly in with the hull. Doesn't stick out at all, which is nice. Have a cat, please. I'm recording.
Meow.
Wow. We have a nice little internal section. Cat tax. Yeah, I can't do cat tax. I haven't got the phone on me. I can't take a photo. Let's have a quick look. So we've got these main guns, which look like cram, but they are in fact APS. Sabo base bleeder fin Sabo. Interesting. Be very accurate with two fins. I've not seen a shell type like that before. With the double fins, we've got... Nope, I thought those were VLS tubes, but they're not. They're just boxes. Got a secondary gun. Oh, mission detection. So is this a... Oh, no, it is a gun. It must be a Seawards gun. We've got these big... What are these?
Big old deck
Blackhead.
guns.
Ah, okay. Oh my god. Look at this. Is that a mortar
those
or
are
something then?
Those are the diff gun flak Seawards.
Oh, okay.
Like.
So these are, I guess, short range, given the low speed. Short range, big explosion.
Anti-cram.
Ah, okay.
I think they are.
Yeah, I suppose you don't need to be tremendously fast to hit cram. Interesting. I guess we'll have to... I guess we'll throw them up against a crossbones, given the anti-cram. Let's see how that works in practice, shall we? I need to find like a better middle ground ship between this and the Marauder. Oh, I see. Yes. Let's put Godly on. I'll do a mid-battle repair. Sorry about the immediate damage. Oh, Pilferer is good as a target. Okay, I'll keep that in mind for future.
Pilferer is APS though. Some of the Onyx Watch things are pretty good targets though.
Yeah, not seeing tremendous damage. I don't think the AP's bouncing off its shields, but the numbers are coming up good.
I think the Plunderer is the mid-range.
Ah, gotcha. Part of the damage is that turret, that's my bad. So, getting goblin mode, but... Yeah, I wonder if this is designed to defeat heavy armor ships, like an Onyx Watch vessel, perhaps? Given the armor piercing of the shells. Yeah, not... They are accurate, but not tremendous damage.
Yeah, their solid shots are just gonna kind of go through things.
Yeah. So if you go against critical, like I guess, yeah, again, this could just be a bad target. It's got that big superstructure that HE would blow off, but these are just punching holes into. That said, they are hitting around the turret. Are they punching through anything important on the inside? They punched into the armor a bit.
Get there.
What's this thing cost? 188,000, so it's not a tremendously expensive ship. But it's very large for its not tremendous cost. It's got a high volume. 25,000. Yes, it's not enormous. It does have a nice high rate of fire, though. 169. So the guns actually aren't that big, then. The barrels make them look a lot bigger than they actually are. Interesting. I don't know what to think about this ship, honestly. It's a little bit of a strange one. I'm also very not sure what that turret's doing. Must have lost one block that had all the deco stuck to it. Yeah, the Diff Seawards kinda works, but I have to admit I wasn't too impressed by that. Are they meant to, would they normally fire faster than that, or is that just kind of the sort of performance you'd expect out of them?
I don't know.
Fair enough. Next up, we have the D14 Armastus. Unfortunately, all the info I have on this is no description. So unless Mew himself wants to chime in, I don't know too much about the intended role or whatnot for these ships.
Yeah, they're mainly cheaper ships to go after other cheap ships, but they're really big, so they're pretty good tanks as well.
Okay.
This one specifically is an anti-capital ship with its guns.
Yeah, I'm seeing some big... This is almost a bit of a monitor with the sort of a small amount of very large guns for its size, I guess. Is this more of the diff flak, or is this something else? Looks like more of the diff flak, kind of, but slightly higher velocity. A lot more of them. I do like this turret cap. I like the sort of rounded cap. It almost looks like it has like a viewing slit at the top.
Kind of looks French to me.
Yeah, I think I can see that.
It's from the HMS Furious, if you know what that is. It's what it's kind of based on.
It sounds like an old British ship, but beyond that, I can't say I know the exact one. Do you have a walkable interior to some extent? Very nice. Is this going to cause another drama war? Drama war with what, my dude? I'm probably missing something here. But at any rate... pilferer, right? Oh, godly mode. Let's have a look. Now, this looks like it's... With those bigger guns, this looks like it ought to do quite a lot more damage a lot faster.
It will not.
Ah, fair enough. What are they firing? Is it...
Pure kinetic.
Pure kinetic? Oh, kinetic again. Okay. Oh, T14 Armada, I see. That's fine. The Armada might as well only be a paper prototype, considering how little they've actually seen of it doing anything.
It's meant to fight in like swarms against larger ships, hence it's really cheap cost. You can have like 7 of these for...
Yeah, 82,000. Yeah, it's not a lot.
I have destroyers that cost more than that.
I mean, metal. I suppose metal isn't expensive.
Not
Are these
expensive, no.
are these actual wooden decks as well? Oh yeah, they actually are just pure wood,
yeah.
so that would be nice and cheap.
That's some wood armor. It's super cheap. Big but cheap.
Gotcha. Interesting. Yeah, the space. Going for the all or nothing in the armor by the sound of it.
Pretty much. But it's so big that shells are hard time actually killing it, because the guns are so low block count, because of how small they are. The AI never actually targets it.
Terrain. Well, the AI is a little drunk, apparently.
No, it's fine. It'll do its thing.
Just slide over. Godly mode is a wonderful thing. Godly mode? Is it godly mode? It's just god mode. I don't know why I'm calling it godly. Oh, because I'm thinking of godly, like, difficulty. Very nice. They're a nice couple of ships. They're very nice looking. They are very aesthetic. Again, I really do like these turrets. I like the way you've done that. How did you do this sort of, like... Oh, it's one of the APS barrels, isn't it? The ones that have, like, the sort of cone shape.
Yep.
Yeah. It's right on decos. Yeah, I was trying to think which part it used from. Very nice. What's up?
They have to steal that.
Heavy barrel, yeah. Yeah, heavy barrel end or start either of the cone-shaped ones. Fish has submitted a few things now. I think we've got 4 off of him and some more later. Let's see. Onyx Watch plane. At least I'm assuming OW is Onyx Watch. It seemed to be coloured. Oh, the little castle back. Yeah, so for those who don't know, I don't believe the Onyx Watch has any planes by default. If I remember correctly, in universe, the lore reason is they don't really have oil. They do have a lot of coal and metal, which is why they've got their sort of castle ships. Yeah, so we've got pure HE cannons. Is there any other weaponry? It's just those. Quite high velocity looking for what's the say the firing velocity on crams? Oh, 300.
Yep.
Now,
As high as you can get.
It does look like a flying boat. After it looks like a speedboat with wings. I guess we'll spawn in the Marauder. I assume it's for ground attack. Looking at it, it doesn't look like it's anti-air particularly. Although it does have. Oh.
Player on a string.
That's very cute. I do like that. Oh my god, smack him with it. Use it like a mace. Wait, you could probably do that, right? Like, if you had like a whole bunch of them on the back of an aircraft like this that's meant to like dive bomb to like just above the target. Has anyone tried that?
Yeah, explosive on a string and just whirling it around until you hit the target.
Yeah, well, I mean, it'll tow behind it, right? And then when it does the dive bombing run, it looks like it is like almost about to smack into it because it pulls up. If you tune that right, could you get that to hit large ships like that?
Probably.
Oh my god, someone
You
might
could
have
probably get it to release when it's close.
Oh, Critic, I thought they had oil, they just don't want to use it. Use it to make money. I thought they just didn't have any, but it could be that. It might have changed.
So it's interesting he fires the flare when there's no missiles.
Yeah, it must be firing just in general, I guess. Interesting. Well, it's very cute. I think it's gonna it's gonna take a while to destroy this Marauder. I think I could do it. Is it just shoot the paddle wheel out? But I really think that mace idea has some merit. I would genuinely recommend looking into that if you watch this fish. I think that could be funny. It feels like the sort of thing they would do. He's also submitted 3 more, so we have the Mark IV. This
That's a tank, looks like.
It looks like a tank, yeah. Let's go to land for this. I tell you what it looks like. It looks like a Land Raider in the shape, but I think it's too small for that. Oh, it is literally a Mark IV. With about the same... Oh no, it's got better suspension than the real thing, in that it actually has some. So first of all, Commander's Hatch are actually in it. Second of all, stone. I mean, the original one might have as well have been. Completely unrealistic. There's actually stuff inside this one. It's not 90% hollow. For real though, having been inside one at the Tank Museum, the Bovington one, these are huge. Like Mark IVs are gigantic, even compared to the newer tanks. Like they're really big. They do have like walkways inside them. They're weird. I think they had like the first tank as well. I'm guessing this is a male because it's got cannons, not machine guns. Barrels are a little long for accuracy. Main gun.
Almost more of a
secondary
Mark 1 barrel.
Frag, HE armor piercing, so HE frag. Yeah, that'll do a lot of damage. HE frag. Means they can't fit on right. Oh, that means they can fit right in on a modern American car infrastructure. Yeah. I mean, they're what, like something like probably about like 6 meters long. That's probably about accurate to the modern American car.
I mean, the interstates are designed to move tanks around.
I'm sure a Relic World War One tank could fit right in.
Don't misgender the
unless
tank.
It broke down.
That's how they used to name them. The female ones had machine guns or auto cannons, and the male ones had like 3-pounder guns or whatever they were, 6-pounders. I'm not sure what they used to have. Like a Cadillac Escalade. I can't say I know that one, but I'm imagining it's huge. It steers about as well as the real thing as well. I'm not sure where it's going. You okay, little guy? It doesn't have a vehicle controller. I can't steer it.
Yeah, I don't know if it even has detection.
For those who don't know, with the real versions of these, I'm gonna have to add it to test it. Your steering, you basically had a lever that engaged the wheels on one side and another one that engaged the wheels on the other side. It's like the most crude steering you can imagine. I actually can't turn it. Is it okay?
Says it's a tank wheel preset.
Yeah, it should be turning.
It's trying.
Yeah, I feel like it can turn. It's just got a very, very bad turning circle. Where it might be the problem. It might be the problem I sometimes have, where if you allocate full power to drive, tanks just like don't turn because they try to run both at full still to steer.
I know. I see what it was trying to do. It wanted to flank the enemy, and now that once it's flanked, it's successfully being able to attack.
It's actually doing quite good damage. Looks like the guns are actually quite powerful. Probably a good match for this particular target. Very cute. Lore accurate bad steering. Lore inaccurate speed. I think, given its meters per second, this should probably be doing about like 1. The real one did about 4 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It had a grand total suspension of nothing, which means that they would occasionally knock out or kill their crew going over a big bump.
Probably killed its crew for smoke annihilation, killed its crew because
it got shelled because
no
it's huge
armor.
and slow. Yeah, no armor. I mean, they were proof against like bullets, I think, to some degree, but yeah, like shells would punch through these things no trouble. But of course, their main opponent was machine gun emplacements at first, so they actually were quite good. Or at least they were better than nothing. Perfect land vehicle for the Orcs. Yeah, the Orcs would love this thing. They'll rework it. Ironically enough, Krause, I was going to say, given your love for the Sharks, the Girls and Panzer team from the movie, there's a Shark team have one of these. Or it might even be an earlier one, but they have a World War I tank. And at one point they use it as a bridge. So possible conversion material there for you. Next up from Fish. So Curse, it's so fun. Yeah, it's great. It is. For those of you who like tanks, just give it a watch. Even if you're not the biggest anime fan, it's worth it for the tanks. Next up, HMS Downpour. Oh, this is cute. This is a bit like the sort of destroyer I would make sometimes. Although with actual stabilizer fins and things. What's a little rudder? Lift probes. roller props, okay. Roller and push.
Roll and lift.
Triple props, interesting little mount. It's kind of like a, this is almost a bit like a modern one crossed with a World War II one a little bit. They're fictional ones. Fair enough. They did paint a big shark on it, but I think that was about it. Got torpedoes. Thumperhead, torpedo prop. How do Thumperhead missiles steer, by the way, or are they just dumbfire?
If they don't have remote... Well, no, they have
fins.
It does have
fins. They have
fins.
fins one turn. They can turn. Yeah, they have prediction guidance.
Does that still work, even without radar or anything?
They'll hit the water, make a turn, and then just go in a straight line,
okay,
I think.
So they predict when they're launched, and then otherwise they're dumbfire, I guess.
Yeah.
Speaking of dumbfire, we've got little rockets as well. Short-range test the field's anchors, place warheads and shape charge. That's interesting. Heat rockets. This is a...
Are those supposed to be like the Hedgehog?
I think they're just ship to ship, but... It's got armor-piercing Pendep APHE fuses. Interesting. Yeah, we've lost cringe for that. And I like this little, I guess, octuple 150 gunner range, but this is interesting. With, I'm not even sure what, I think I said heavy heads for shells. I guess Marauder. This doesn't look quite big enough to put against anything heavier. There's the rockets. Yeah, it's just a little thump rocket. Little ship-to-ship rocket. There's the torps. Missing their target. I'm guessing that's a victim of From the Depths' like, firing before shots are actually lined up in the first volley thing.
You'd be surprised, unguided torpedoes hit their targets 9 out of 10 times. It's always when you don't expect it, though. If you expect the torpedoes to hit, they will never hit. But if you don't expect them to hit, AI did it in one shot.
Well, you're right, because I expected those to hit, and it died before they made contact. I think one of them hit it. Very nice, yeah, seems to have nice firepower for its size. A little plain looking, perhaps. It does have a little bit of a walkable interior, though, which is appreciated. I think it's just to get out of the bridge. Yeah, that's still nice, though. It's got stairs on it, it's a little bit walkable. Oh, he's got open backs. Hey, they've got the sort of realistic gun turrets with the open back on them. I do like that. I even like how he's used the steam thing for the the breach. Very nice. Yeah, could do with a lick of paint, maybe a flag, but I like it. It's a nice little destroyer. Looks quite useful, quite functional, that one. And last from Fish for now, I think this is all the ones he submitted for this lot. Metal Ripper, which I would say is a tank if I've ever seen one. Oop. Metal Ripper, select it. It is indeed a tank. Spinning turbines, nice. Someone, well, it might have been him that did it the first time, but I remember seeing these on someone's creation. Nice to see them again. Looks a bit, is it Nod from Command and Conquer? They have those colours.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I've not played much of them, but I know a little bit about them. We've got a Hun HE gun, mostly HE by the looks of it. I think that's it for weapon. I can't actually test the weaponry because then there's no seat, so we'll have to assume that is correct. Hello?
It's an AI.
Oh, it's lagging. I think. Was it lagging because... it might have been lagging because the Marauder took damage when it came down. My guess. Was it just really slow? Oh, it's cram cannon. I thought the game was lagging again, but it's like, no, it's just cram. It's slow to reload. Yeet. Yeah, that blew a pretty good chunk out of it. Oh my god. That blew a big chunk out of it. Ah, Cringe is back.
Might have hit the ammo.
Ah. Yes, could be. What do you miss? Not a lot. Oh, it took one shot. Oh, just one shot it. Wow, nice shot. Yep. One shot's a Marauder. Tank out of 10. What the heck is this? Oh!
That's
I thought it was like a bundle of wood when I first spawned in. Oh, that's cute. It's done a little...
This tank is the one he used for the tournament for Damadox.
Oh, okay. Oh, how's that one going? I haven't really been watching. Oh,
Good question.
Oh, it's on top. It's just invisible. I see.
From what I've seen, it's been going slow.
Yes. I don't know what... It's not I lost. Oh. Oh, dear. Sorry, cringe. Sorry to hear. I don't know where I am in that. I don't even know if I'm still in it. You clapped me. Oh, right.
All I will say is people have definitely done some slight edits to your tanks.
Yes, I had noticed that. I just haven't watched for a little bit. First one from Stams, we have the Kingfisher class submarine. Ooh, this is nice looking. This is a little bit U-boatish with that that sort of raised bow. That sonar, yep. Sonar, forward-facing sonar as a backup, I guess. Got torpedoes, of course. Proper HE torpedoes with ballast tanks and everything. I did it with Dare Van Freach, just refined it. Yeah, we did a bit of work on it as well. Heat rounds and the main guns. Yeah, probably might have a few more guns than the submarine would normally have, if anything, but it's quite realistic in terms of its loadout, in that it's quite lightweight. And it's mostly torpedoes. What is going on here? Is that side launch?
Torpedo turret.
Oh, it's a turret, yeah. Ooh. I like how it chose to do the 360 spin in the other direction.
Excellent. It's showing off. Look at its spin. Look how cool
it goes the right way that way, but when you go that way, it goes woo. Okay, that's like I think Jontron brought that up from an old Goosebumps episode where like the creepy girl like does like a 270-degree spin in the wrong direction. Maybe it's limited settings. Yeah, I expect so. I like the windows. It's got little dividers. Let's have a look in. Oh. Can we get to the interior from here, or do we have to... Is it actually solid on the inside? It looked like it might be walkable, but maybe not. Yeah, I guess not. That is the conning tower. That is where you go down into it, isn't it? Yeah, no. Oh, dear. Doesn't look like the internals are walkable. Oh, what the heck? Oh, it's got side torpedoes. I see. Interesting. Okay, let's give this thing a little test run. Dive. Yeets torpedoes in a weird direction. Ah, the gun's still far underwater. We're going for a full historical accuracy here, I see. Ooh. Very big explosion. That might have been the ammunition again. Yeah, I think this is going to be submarine out of 10. I'll see. It looks like a submarine. It does submarine things. No paint again, but that's sort of more forgivable on a submarine. They tend to just be grey anyway. Oops, he's torpedoed his own rudder. Actually, he doesn't have a rudder, but he's torpedoed the back of his own hull at any rate. Hey, dead. And he's popped back up again. Oh, very nice. I like how it runs on the surface when it's not in a fight. That's quite cute. It's actually set up.
Go faster.
Yes, which is, of course, what I used to do in real life as well. Right. Very nice little submarine. Next up is a bunch of notes from Mecca about the Hellfire.
Yeah, in case I wasn't awake.
Oh, fair enough. Boat. Yep. Okay. Yep, we're on to Cringe's ones. So, he submitted a whole bunch of boats here. We have the KAN, Burger Town. Can take you to Flavor Town, brother. Now, I'm not sure where the burger part comes from, but I am noticing this immediately. Artillery boat, I guess? Protect the Burger Town. Ah, this doesn't rotate, it is fixed. I see. Yes, I guess this is an artillery ship, looking at it. A couple of little rear AA turrets. We've got some front spotting gear. Anti-capital ship frigate. He's built an ion cannon. He's built the from the depths equivalent of the homeworld ion cannons. Ion frigates. What are we firing at these boats?
Take a giant gun, wrap a ship around it.
Yep. AP heat. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so that should punch through.
Scroll down. Let's see the performance.
Yeah. Let's set it to God mode. Let's spawn something a bit bigger in. What was it people saying? Sorry, it was a... Oh, what was it called? Pilferer.
Plunderer. Pilferer.
P something. P Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. Right. Is that going to be a hit? No. Just over the top. Second shot will get it. Oh. Sorry, hit. Oh, that one sort of deflected off weirdly. That kind of looked like it did nothing, and then you see the bits falling off.
You're like, oh.
Oh, there we go. There goes the rear gun. Yeah, when it gets a direct hit to the turret, it does a lot of damage. When it hits the bridge, it does basically nothing. This is again. It's trying. I'll give it credit, it's trying, but it seems to be struggling a little bit. Is that because it's wibbling backwards? I don't know. At any rate, oh, there we go, there's another good hit. There's another gun turret down. Yeah, I mean, they're...
accuracy.
Yeah, I mean, they're low turret guns, or low profile guns, they are going to be tricky to hit. With the angling, of course, it is AP to start with, so it is possible for it to just deflect. Are these got fuses, or are these just AP heat?
Look like just AP heat.
Yeah, so it's possible these might just deflect if they hit a bad angle, but big AP heat. Interesting. Well, we'll leave that fight there because I think it could be shooting for a bit until it gets a lucky hit, but it's clear that it can destroy it. Weird, it worked perfectly in testing. You haven't changed your detection settings or anything? It also could just be bad luck. You got a lucky hit the first time.
Yeah.
Or just bad hits this time. KAN Baguette. Were you hungry when you were making these, Cringe? I forget detection again. Could be. I think it was landing hits too reliably there to have been complete lack of detection. Very hungry. This looks like Kevin's been at this again because it's got the stars and things. It's French. Ah, that explains the flag. My mortal enemy. That's my logo. Ooh. Guess that's what you start putting on your ships now. I like it. Look at this all. Smokestack. Interesting. Sorry about the. I'm having to start to pan a bit more slowly because my left index finger is dying. I think I'll be playing something mouse-based later today. It'll be some BattleTech or something. So walkable bridge, but just the bridge. Bridge section. Internals. Yeah. So this appears to be... Ooh, anchor chains. What have we got? We got some 160mm main guns. Shaped chart. HE. That's just heat. Main gun is in the middle. Oh, I see. Sneaking away under here. It's a bit like that, this little clerk, or whatever it's called, the submarine. What the heck is it called?
Yoga Destroyer replaced the torpedo turret with a gun turret.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, now you mention it. Also, Whirlwind. It's got jet thrusters. Like the Whirlwind from Naval Ops, that one. Although they look, I will say these look a bit close to the water to me, unless they lift out a bit when it's going. They look a bit liable to dip into the water and shut down on the turn, I would say, at the moment. Don't know what of those need lifting a tiny bit. Alright, Marauder. Gets of stability. Okay. Hey, I did. Oh, there he goes. He used to flip. Oh, so it's the idea that when it comes out in the water, these like pitch gimbal thrust to like push the side down? Is that the idea?
Or they're just above the center of mass, so they push down.
Oh, so they push it down. I see. Yes, they are by the look of it. Oh, those are for speed. Oh, side one, side jet. Oh, the fins down here. Do you mean, or on the deck? Oh, I wasn't even talking about those. I hadn't seen them. I was talking about the ones at the back. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, it's a slightly odd way to do it, but that makes sense. Jets pushing down rather than propellers lifting up. At least you're using actual. At least you're using the actual natural float. interesting. There's a ship here that he has done a picture of. I don't know whether we have the file for it. Oh, there we do. The Jonah. Oh dear. It's going to get eaten by a whale. It was very unlucky to have someone called Jonah on a ship, you know. I think there is actually like a superstition about it. As these things, its arch nemesis. What, the fish? Oh no! Wait, no, I know what he's talking about. Oh no. Yeah, I see. Yes. Yeah, you might be right. We'll fight the two off against each other later in the episode. Why not? When we get to that point, just remind me.
Wouldn't Ahab be possibly a better name, though?
Yes, yeah. Ahab would also be very fitting. Torpedoes with signal processors, so it should be hard to decoy. I like the sort of offset mount. What? Do you not know the thing with Ahab? Krauser? I won't explain it now because I don't want to spoil it for the rest of the audience, but Captain Ahab from what's the? Is it? It's not 20,000 Leagues, is it? It's
No, Moby Dick.
Moby Dick, yeah. I guess I can kind of explain it now. You know what? We'll do a. I'll leave this to Shredder Marauder. We'll leave this to shoot at that while we do a story time. So there's a famous old book called Moby Dick, which is about this like killer whale, this giant white whale. Yeah, and the whole thing with Ahab, Captain Ahab. I think did he like lose a leg to it or something?
He lost.
Was it an arm? I can't remember. He's lost something to it.
Body parts and at least one ship to it.
Yeah, and he's basically like obsessed with chasing this whale, like to the point where it gets him killed eventually. He just cannot let it go, even when like it's obvious he can't beat this thing. It's like vengeance eventually like kills him for it, kind of thing. I don't know if there's probably some other stuff that happens. I haven't actually read it, but that's the bit I know. See, Cringe. Test. Oh, good luck, Cringe. He's a bit too late. He's already gone. But for the record, I said good luck. But yeah, we'll put that against. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I don't want to spoil it. We do have more Cringes, so I hope that he didn't have anything he wanted to share on these because I'm not going to be able to. But I think this is the one where he was running out of ideas for the names. So because we have first the I can type up here, can't I? Stuggy. And I mean, I'd have said this is closer to a Jagdpanther with that shape or similar, but yeah, it's a Stug. it's a little Stug equivalent. So we have a 220mm main gun. It's quite a bit bigger than a real Stug, but probably about proportional from the depth, really. A little bull turret autocannon. Is it bull turret or is it just fixed? It's just fixed. Gotta love that firing angle of the autocannon. So I can fire in this direction only. We'll actually throw this one up alongside the other one that Cringe did that's a tank while we're here. The other one he did was, let's see all together, the Hex. As you might have expected, more similar to that than I thought, but this one's based on a Hexer. So both of these, for those who don't know the vehicles, they're based on German World War II self-propelled guns. No, it's not self-propelled guns, it's tank destroyers. I admit the Hetzer's shape...
Potato.
Yeah, the Hetzer's shape is not quite as good. It's got the back slope, definitely. The front is a little not quite right. The Hetzer's quite a shallow.
It's like a Stug.
Say again?
Like a Stug.
Yeah, well, this one's based on the Stug. He's called it the Stuggy.
Stug.
Yeah, this is apparently a Hetzer. It's kind of got the shape. It's not quite there, but it's pretty good. It is very cute. Yeah, these were like the Stug was like a very standard German like tank destroyer. I don't know if the Hetzer was better or light. It might be just a lighter version, if anything. I think. I don't really know quite why the Hetzer got made.
Wasn't it originally like a Czech design?
Yeah, there might be something about that. Well, I'll tell you one thing. One of the AIs is doing better than the other.
One of the AIs has not been set up to reverse only.
Yeah, is that a thing you can do with it now? I know they said they'd fix the... Oh, did a cool little drift. Yeah, I know they have fixed the pointer AI to deal with tanks a little better. Oh, Mew's been typing and I haven't realised. Sorry, Mew, we've been in the main chat. If you've been saying stuff, I haven't seen it.
Oh, I haven't been saying anything. I was just gonna head off.
Oh, no problem, man.
That's... I threw something in the craft submissions if you wanted to look at it, but I don't think you have enough time.
Yeah, it'll probably be for next time on, because I believe I'm eating in about 25 minutes.
Alright,
this guy's just doing donuts. Nice having you though, man. Thanks for all the crafts you submitted.
Yeah.
See you guys around.
See ya. Right. I have to admit, not taking tremendous damage, but I assume these are built to fight tanks rather than ships, really. It's definitely hitting. I'm not sure what the other one's doing. The Hetzer seems to have settled in. The Stug is... I'm pretty sure I can hear some Eurobeat coming from in there, but beyond that, I couldn't tell you. Oh, that was a bit of a lane drift. Anyway, moving onwards. Heismaster again. Did we not see the Anterias earlier, or was it a different one?
We saw the Anterias earlier, but the earlier one was supposed to be the Artoria. Or Andoria.
Oh, so did I load up the wrong one?
Just wrong order.
Okay, so the Andoria. Now, immediately I'm noticing blades.
Very pointy.
Yeah, it was the one that used to have blades like this. Oh, it's like a Dark Eldar, like a Reaver or something. I can't think what they call them, but yeah, it's a bit Dark Eldar looking with the sort of blades on it. Especially these sort of like hatchet-looking blades at the front. I do like that. Oh, front-mounted particle cannon. Very nice. Shard cannons. Well, now I have no idea what's going on because it's actually unironic using shard cannons. I have no idea if shard cannons are actually good or not, but I do know they're very strange and a remnant of a game that I don't think we're ever actually going to get. Did they actually like confirmed give up on that idea, or are we actually getting that spin-off game at some point?
I don't know.
I will assume.
I think a couple of deepwater guard ships use shard cannons.
Yeah, but for those who didn't know, these are out of a spin-off game that I don't know if it was a spin-off, but a game that used the same engine anyway, that Nick was working on. I think he got like some of the ways into development, and then it got either abandoned or put on the back burner for the extended future. But the shard cannon was like one of the things that came out of it. I think it was meant to have some more stuff with like actual like crew on ships and things like that. And actually move around and things and gather resources, but I don't, and I think it didn't have from the decks as like modular weapons and things, but you'd still design stuff. Honestly, I'd say ditching the modular weapons is a really bad idea. That's one of From the Depths' like best parts, but at any rate, for this one, let's see. Let's throw this up against just an Atlas and see how we do. Oh. Powerful lambs. Rear VLS that I missed before. Oh, big particle lance. Big barrage of EMP. Down it goes. Still got the balloons. Also a bit more fishy looking than I realised at first. These are rams on them? No, it's just the shape. Yeah, oh, munition warning. Okay. Got a lot of munition warning redundancy. That's probably a good idea, but... Rams, nodes, thrusters. Yeah. I like it. Not too much to say on this one. It's a nice looking little airship, and we've reviewed them in the wrong order. I'm sure Heismaster might have had more to say if he was still here, but... Mecha, we're on to one of yours.
Back me.
The Hellfire sibling. I'm guessing this is without the plasma cannons, effectively.
Yeah, it's literally the same hole. I just ripped out the plasma guns.
Mecha. Which are economical. Spitfire. I mean, it's probably still quite a nasty ship. Yep, that does appear to indeed be the case. Are these railguns?
Yep.
I said I like the barrels. Yes, we've seen the rest of the ship, so we'll just check the guns. AP frag, super cav, frag, and armor piercing. Yeah, that looks like it should put a reasonable hole in most things. I guess we'll have a ransack, whatever that is. Apart from, you know, unfortunate. Hull boat. So torpedoes, does it have defences against that? Not, I apologise. There we go. Ooh. Hit it with something big there. Yeah, I'd say you did. That's presumably a turret getting punched out.
Yeah, or the ammo bins.
I forgot to put it on Godly, but that doesn't seem to matter. It still seems to be weighing quite handily.
It's got a bunch of heavy armor in there.
Yeah, it should be okay. It's a weird thing. A lot of the campaign designs are either extremely good, or kind of terrible. Oh my god. You just split it into 3 pieces. In like 2 volleys.
It works.
It does work. Yeah, I mean, this makes sense, right? You've already got all that power generation, you've got the hull, might as well make a solid shot version as well.
Yep.
It kind of makes me think of like Warhammer. It's like a... If the Hellfire is like a shadow sword with a volcano cannon, the Spitfire is the Bane sword with the... We don't know how to make those, but we can put a shell launcher on it. So we can do your basic version of it, and they're just like, oh fine, we'll take what we can get.
I actually redid the power gen on it too, because it needs less than the plasma version.
That makes sense, I suppose. Cringe has one more. The KA Cataphract. I think we're nearly through them, actually.
We're getting to the end.
Ooh. Okay. So this is like it's a bit of a light tank or something by the looks of it, or like an IFE almost. Very interesting gun barrel. He's gone all out on the decal on that one. Ooh, what the heck? Okay, that looks a little bit strange, but that looks a little too narrow almost, but I do like it. Certainly an interesting looking barrel. What are we actually firing out of this? What was that picture? Oh. Well, there's the commander, clearly. APHE. Oh, it's not APHE though, it is AP Frag in fact, but... Okay, let's give it a try. Sorry, Marauder. Until they give us a tank to fire at in the Nita campaign. Oh. You gonna shoot at it?
Is it still loading?
Oh, there we go. Oh, Prince is back again. Refill everything? Yeah, it is still firing, it's just a little... It's a little slight. It might have just been out of ammo, yeah. That might have been right. What did I miss? A few craft, we're onto your tank. Your cataphract. I like the offset, that's quite nice. It does have a nice sci-fi look. Again, not tremendous damage, but it feels like it's not built to fight this. I mean, of course it isn't. Why would it be built to shoot at a boat? But is this anti-air? It almost looks like it's a bit of a sniper gun there. Let's try, see how it does against a Shrike. It's yoinked. Ah! Oh, it's like pinched off something else. Oh! And to fight tank. Well, it does pretty good at aircraft, if they're deep water guard. Okay, ah. I'll have a look at that one later, because I don't lose where I am in the chat. Right, very nice. It seems to handle the off-road quite nicely. It does look very close to the ground. It looks like it ought to catch, but it seems to be doing okay. Avoiding that. Or it's got some rubber that I can't see on it. Right. Is it? Come on, chat. Scroll down. Right. Sam's again. Oh, on Chrysanthemum chassis, but as a white flare turret. Ah, okay. Right, so we have Sam's saying, wanted experiment, took a hard reference old computer. Ah, so this is more old files. Largest ship I could build with the old desktop, which would sometimes crash loading it and regularly sit at 9 FPS.
Oh, goody.
Okay, so this could be interesting. This is the Inconceivable Super Battleship, and now he's got a refit as well, which is presumably modernising it. 25,000 blocks, so this probably isn't actually that awful.
No, his just sounds like his old computer was a potato.
Yeah. It's not tiny, I'll admit. That is quite chunky, but it's very crudely shaped. But I mean, fair enough. It's a very old design by the sound of it. Oh my god. This is like, you know, like real battleships have like a lot more deck than you'd expect. This is like that, but doubled. This is like that, but they've put like guns that are too small for it. Except we only had some cruiser guns to put on it. It's like, what do you... But then I look at the internals and I'm like, that's not a cruiser gun. Right. So I'm guessing these are going to be a bit dacker. If they work properly. Not as much as I thought. Also, it broke something a little bit. Yes, it's in these gigantic, blocky 500mm guns, which are firing... Hollow point Sabo? Do the Sabo body heads or warheads work properly with hollow point heads?
Yep.
Okay. Interesting.
I think the Megalodon uses hollow point Sabo.
I see. Well, like the radar dish. Oh, they changed the dish pieces. Ah.
Yeah, that's the new textures.
Yeah, I hadn't seen those ones. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, for about 5 minutes, the textures were rotated 90 degrees.
Oh. So it looked kind of weird.
Yeah.
I'll put it up against the Tortuga. I don't know what that is either. Now, will it actually...
Carrier.
It does have a... Ooh. That a carrier. Oh, yes, so it is. I know they had some flying carriers, but... Yeah, it's a bit like a Japanese flat top. Captain Nimitz. I see. Graf Zeppelin. Schizo Post. There's some weird captain names on this ship. I like the fan at the front. I'm not sure what that's for, but is that meant to lift the ships up or lift the planes up? Is that meant to be instead of a ramp? They've just got a vertical fan.
Yeah, sounds very Deepwater Guard.
It does. That's amazing. I think that is what that is. Launching fan. Oh dear. That's like something the Orcs would put on their ship. Make the air go up, yous go up too. Yeah, the accuracy is a little bit... has something to be desired.
It might be trying to shoot at the planes.
Yeah, I think some of them are hitting the water and skimming as well.
As you say, old ship.
Clearly Captain Douglas was the best AI name. Which ship had Captain Douglas? I must know. Or was that one of Cringe's ones? Let's have a Mark II, yeah, as I said, I think that might be one of Cringe's ones. Yes. Yeah, tell you what, for an old ship, it is taking damage, but it's so huge that it could absorb fire to some extent. Oh, it has lost one turret though, yeah. It is cute, it is horribly overcosted for the size of it. It is doing some damage though. Let's see what happened when he refitted it. Because the next one more, he says, partial refit version with some offensive lasers, cram cannons, placed the AB and Y turrets. Never finished it because I upgraded to the new computer. Lost the files. Okay. It's actually got cheaper. Like quite a lot cheaper since the refit, despite getting a bit bigger. Oh my god.
I can see why. Replace most of the guns with cram.
Yeah. Big... what are these? Pardon pellet. On the frag even. Got some new rangefinders. We've got little secondary frag turrets. We've got some casemate guns. See, purpose a little bit small. Panjandrum. Oh yeah, lasers. Oh yeah, see that lasers. Ah, it's that rear turret. Okay. Oh god, it's this thing! It's the wheel! Yep. I forgot this was a thing. Oh, it's the wheel. The wheel's getting lasered, but it's the wheel. Rip wheel. Is this meant to like drag things in? Oh yeah, they are melee. Yeah. Does this have like harpoons on it or something?
No, it just has terrible steering.
It's a cute. It's something. It feels like something that the white flayers should have their own version of. They have spinning blades on theirs, but I've not seen them with one that big yet.
Don't get the devs' ideas.
I mean, I'd like to see more things like that, honestly. Those things are fun. Very nice. Yeah, it is technically a lot better. It's still probably overcosted for... Actually, I don't even know if it's overcosted for what it does at this point. The armour does look quite thin. Potentially. Oh, that's not awful. What have we got? 2 layers of metal, applique panel, and then heavy armour. That's probably alright. It's cool, but I only been killed once by it, and that was my first ever ship. Wait, you went against one of those with your first ever ship? Oh dear. It was a bit of an unlucky swab. Yep. Fish's Hathor. I haven't actually... I've got it on the thing, but I haven't actually downloaded it yet. It's the next one, so let's grab that quickly. Pride of my Navy vessel take on the D15 Guard Onyx Watch, but it could do a bit more than that. Like the shark teeth immediately. Actually, remember to save it to this time. Community builds fish. Designer. First was a... Second attempt was a pilferist and started doing workshop ships. Understandable. Right. I just was bad and just kept trying things until I eventually worked out something that worked, which took about 1,000 hours before I actually built the campaign. Beat the campaign. Wow.
We got to start somewhere.
Tall. Very tall boat. Do you like the shark teeth rams? Yeah. Wasn't there one of the ships in the Battleship campaign that looked a bit like this? Was it the Balls of Steel tournament that had an entrant that looked a bit like this? Sort of multi-decks and everything.
I think Aimfried's submission looked a bit like this.
Yeah, it was like orange, but it was... It's a mean-looking broadside guns, very loud. These are... What are these? APHE again? With an astral fuse and a little bit of frag thrown in for good measure. Seawiz is just solid shot. The Lechonket, the bane of my existence. Ah, that was the one.
I mean, the Lechonket was the bane of everyone's existence.
Was it the one that won in the end, though?
I think so.
Ah, fair enough. Plunderer. It's not Captain Sal's ship, is it?
No.
What did he have?
Is
that the
Prowler...
one? The Prowler.
Yeah, the Prowler isn't in campaign anymore.
Ah. So Captain Sal is like the one named character I remember from the depths.
He's about the only named character in From the Depths.
True, yeah. He's like the only one with any story attachment to you, and the moment you beat the Deepwater Guard, it's like, well, I guess I've started, so I'll finish.
Yeah.
That particle cannon damage.
The Captain Sal's Prowler is still in the scripted event spawn. You know, you get to the little area in between the 3 islands, and so it spawns in there, but the regular Prowler has been replaced.
Those are made, yeah.
So,
I guess they didn't want people going, wait, how's Captain Sal here? He's dead. I've killed him.
Well, it's more of a unique ship now, I guess. But I think its role was replaced by the Outlaw, I want to say.
We'll use that as the next testing one then. Actually, maybe not, because it's scout time. We'll load the Outlaw in at any rate and have a little look. Outlaw is small.
I'd have to go back and check the patch notes.
Oh, it is small. Look at this. It's 90% 2 guns by the look of it.
Yep.
This looks like someone got the it's that one Steel Empire artillery piece. It's like the O something, Osiris or something. Oh, there it goes. What is it called? Do you know what I mean? It is like an artillery gun on wheels, basically.
Yeah, I think I may know what you're talking about.
It's described as something like could shoot down a star or something. Orion, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
The onion. Nice. I think we're just about on track to get through... Oh no, maybe not. We might be doing another midway catch-up at this rate.
I mean, we got caught up through the ones we missed last time.
We did. Doc's like, yeah, I want to get to your new one, but I don't know if we're going to get to that because it's one of the last ones. But I want to give everyone a fair shake. Everyone submitted stuff, so... You've spent the time to throw the blueprint up. I want to make sure it gets a look in. Speaking of mecha, on one of yours.
Yep.
Scout Tank Squadron. So by one of yours, I mean probably a few. Oh my god. Box.
Yep. Little command truck box.
Was this a tournament team or something? Looking at these.
No.
It kind of looks like it could have been.
I just kind of came up with it the other day.
Speen. Where he's going. Yeah, so this is just adorable. I mean, look at this thing.
Yeah, it's
Cat's about the hairball.
just there to carry...
Pause here and go sort that. One moment.